so appreciate her. She is so fantastic. She has been such a tremendous asset and an encouragement to our student affiliate group. She is invaluable. Nonetheless, she pretty much told it all as far as how our organization began. If you haven't already guessed, my name is Santina Johnson, and I am the president of the student affiliate group at Purdue-Calumet. I wanted to share some things with you on how our organization began. She gave a very good introduction, but moving forward from that, let me begin. What we did was we contacted the Office of Student Organizations and Activities, and we were able to go and get, and I might need some of your assistance, Ms. Miller.
What do you want to do?
I need to click on that link. Here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. And I'm going to show you how we do this at Purdue University. My goal is to share this with you all who perhaps work on campus. Maybe you're a facilitator there or an administrator, and you have a group of young ladies who are interested in starting a very similar program at your university. And I'm sure that at your university you have an Office of Student Activities and Organizations. So what we did is we went to the Purdue website. Let's see here. I can get this to work. I want to click on students. Here we go. Well, actually the part says students. Can you go back for me, please? Students. No, I'm sorry. Down where it says, yeah, right there. Thank you so much. Okay, now student activities, please. Thank you. Now student groups. Now start a group. There. And that's how Purdue University has it set up. If you want to start a student group, they give you all the information that you have to, and the procedures that you'd have to follow in order to get this started. I'm sure most universities have a very similar process. For our organization to be started, we needed at least 4 people to be involved. We needed an advisor, which Professor Colette Morrow is our advisor for our group. We also needed a person to be the president. We needed a treasurer, and we needed a secretary. So at that point in time, when we found out what the requirements were, we began to do some recruiting. One of the first people who I recruited to our organization is Tiara Stout, who is here. Can you please stand, Tiara? And she's fantastic. She's our vice president. She started out as our secretary, and this year she became the vice president. Now I need to go back to the PowerPoint. Okay.
One moment.
Excuse us, we are experiencing technical difficulties.
we were
Okay,
there.
yes. Okay, thank you.
It just really wanted to be there. There we go.
Okay, so like I mentioned, we recruited interested students. And also at that time, as was mentioned, Professor Morrow also gave the students in her classes an assignment to research our group. And that's how Robin, who is here, who is also going to give a brief statement about our organization, became involved. She came to one of our meetings. She had already done some research. I won't go into it. I'll let her, go ahead and explain her story. But nonetheless, she's been a faithful member. I appreciate her. She's fantastic and wonderful. So we got together, and Robin had some information that we needed, and we worked together. You never know, as she mentioned earlier, Ms. Trustee mentioned earlier, when you bump into people, what information you can glean from them and help you to accomplish great goals. So we worked together, we finalized the paperwork, we had all the members that were required, and we continue with recruiting. I'm going to move to the next slide. No, not back. Okay, and actually we began the process toward our organization in 2009, but our organization became official in February of 2010. And the initial members were myself, of course, Professor Morrow, who's our advisor, Davina Frazier, Tiara Stout, Melissa Kubik, Robin Richards, Rhonda Long, Rachel McMahon, and Raquel Rico. Today, Our organization has 18 members. Our goal is to participate in creating awareness about this organization. As was already mentioned, we were not aware, I personally was not aware of the AAUW. I had never heard of this organization. So Professor Morrow had presented an opportunity for me to do some research, and I felt as though more people need to know that we are doing great things. So, these are some of our recruiting events. That is a picture of myself and Shantae, who is here, our secretary, and then also Shalonda Martis, who is also a scholarship recipient from our organization. And we began to do recruiting and letting people know, creating awareness about the AAUW and some of the fantastic things that we're doing around the country, locally and globally. This was our pay equity event. It was successful. It was very successful. We're letting people know that there's still disparity in pay between women and men. We did a fundraiser, and we did our fundraiser where, and I really liked your, women, April, that was fantastic, really funny. How we did. Women, they were able to purchase the same goods as men. However, because we know that women are discounted, they were able to purchase their goods for 75 cents, whereas the men, they purchased theirs for $74. And interestingly enough, oh, there's Miss Hester there. She's making funnies. That's what she usually does. She's our entertainer. So. We had some of the members from the Purdue basketball team support our efforts. So we were excited about that because there were quite a few men who didn't mind paying the extra $1. I had to remind them, you guys have mothers and sisters, so you need to be concerned about this matter. And we have a lot of support from the Calumet branch. I appreciate them. They're the most fantastic. So give them a hand, applause for all that they do for us to help us to become successful in the campus. These are some of our outreach projects that we do. We also did volunteer work with the Northwest Indiana Food Bank. Those are, of course, some of our members. We volunteered at Hammond High School. Also, we volunteered at Toys for Tots, and some of the members from the Calumet branch also donated money so we could purchase toys. We were able to supply toys to over 2,000 families in Northwest Indiana. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a wall of toys that Robin and Jasmine are leaning on. And that's us, planning our next move. And this is a picture of some of our members at our Purdue banquet. And like I mentioned, of course, the AAUW is an organization that helps make a difference in the lives of women and young girls. And when we put the word out and let people on the campus know what we're doing, what we stand for, they will willingly join. All we have to do is put the word out and let them know that this organization is alive and we're doing great things, and we have an initiative to make things happen in our, in our communities, local communities, in our state and nationally. You all matter and are making a difference, and we appreciate you. And with that being said,